guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I am going to share a fact with you. Eric Yuan, the founder and CEO of Zoom, the video conferencing website, has recently made over 12 billion US dollars since March of 2020. His total net worth has got a rise of 396.6%, and till now his total net worth is 17.7 billion US dollar. This made him to be in the list of 400 richest person in USA. It took 9 years for Eric Yuan to establish such a huge video conferencing empire, whose value is worth of 35.5 billion US dollar. There is no denying fact that COVID-19 propelled the Zoom's growth in such a way that no one has ever predicted, not even Eric Yuan himself. But Zoom was a successful product before this whole virus thing could happen. Now let's see an interesting backstory, what an overnight success seems like, and let's look into the Zoom business model. But before starting the video, if you have not subscribed to this channel, then please consider subscribing and please drop a like to this video. Now without any further ado, let's continue our video. Convinced with the fact that internet was the next big thing, in mid-90s Eric Yuan decided to migrate to USA from China. But USA rejected his visa application 8 times before allowing the future billionaire to migrate to California. Fortunately, at 9th time, his visa application got approved, and now he is formally one of the Chinese American to reside in USA. Finally, Eric Yuan migrated to USA from China. In 1997, Eric Yuan joined WebEx as a founding engineer, but in 2007, Cisco acquired WebEx for 3.2 billion US dollar. But during this time frame of 10 years, Eric Yuan was promoted to a position of Vice President of Engineering. Now, here comes the turning point of his life. Eric Yuan decided to leave WebEx in 2010 because he found out that most of the WebEx consumers were dissatisfied or unhappy with the company. Now, what were the reasons for being dissatisfied with the company, and why did Eric Yuan decided to leave the company? Now let's find out the reason. So the main reason why WebEx consumers were dissatisfied with the company were like this. Every time user logged into a video conference, WebEx video conference, it would take a lot of time to start the meeting, since the WebEx system would have to identify the version of the product used. Similarly, if most of the user entered into the video conference at the same time, then it would be difficult for the WebEx system to handle the strain, resulting in decline in the quality of audio and video. Not just that, WebEx conference also lacked the modern feature, that is, it was not able to have a feature of screen sharing for the mobile. So because Eric Yuan was well aware about bunch of this problem, he decided to convince his bosses to upgrade the product, but they would not give a damn about this problem. So due to the negligence of the bosses, Eric Yuan finally decided to leave the company in 2010. So finally in 2011, Eric Yuan left WebEx to give a shot at a video conferencing business, taking his new project to such a direction which he wanted WebEx to follow previously. So more than 40 engineers followed Eric and left Cisco or left WebEx to become a part of his venture. Initially, no investors were willing to put money in Eric's new venture, since all of the investors thought that the video conferencing giants could not be dethroned. But fortunately, the former CEO of Cisco, Subram Iyer, believed enough in Eric to give him a seed funding of 3 million US dollar. So finally in May of 2013, 2 years after the investment of Subram Iyer, Zoom was able to reach its first 1 million participants, connecting with more than 400,000 Zoom meetings with more than 3,500 businesses. Slowly and actively, Zoom was showing dominance in the video conferencing market. But till April of 2019, because on April of 2019, Zoom went public on market share of around $36, valuing a company at 9.2 billion US dollar. Similarly, the key difference that separates Zoom from other video conferencing websites were like this. Zoom is able to understand the modern requirement, and Zoom was also primarily started with video first mentality, whereas other video conferencing sites were started with the purpose of audio at first and later they were changed into video, which enhanced the cost for these other video conferencing sites. So here, the qualitative product of Zoom stood out immediately, making Zoom the leader of the video conferencing website in today's time. Finally, when you think of social media, you probably have a picture of newsfeed, baby's photo, birthday reminder in your mind. But at the moment, the real social network is obviously the Zoom, because Zoom is getting more app download from Play Store than Snapchat, TikTok, etc. This probably shows a clear dominance on the video conferencing market, and we can say that Zoom is dominating its opponent like Google Hangout, Microsoft Teams, Cisco WebEx, WebEx owned by Cisco, etc. Since you pretty much know about Zoom, like how Zoom was founded, founder and CEO of Zoom, how Zoom dominates its opponent, you must know one interesting fact that during the starting career phase of Eric Yuan, he was always looking forward to develop a technology where he could talk personally with his girlfriend, because he was in a long distance relationship and he wanted to talk with his girlfriend regularly and frequently. So finally, talking about Zoom business model, there are two models in Zoom. One is freemium model and one is premium model. Under freemium model, it's obviously free to use. Under premium model, the user can host up to 100 participants with a time limit of 40 minutes. But in one-on-one video conference, one-on-one meeting, the users can talk unlimitedly. But on a 100 participants meeting, there is a time limit of only 40 minutes. Now, talking about premium model, there are three business plans: Pro, Business and Enterprise. Under this premium membership, you have to pay accordingly. For example, for the Pro plan of Zoom, you have to pay $14.99 per month. For Business and Enterprise, you have to give $19.99 per month. So basically, through the subscription of premium plan of Zoom, Zoom has been able to collect the revenue for its company. Like in the year 2020, Zoom has been able to collect the total revenue of around $622.7 million US. So guys, I think I was able to make you understand about the details of the Zoom. And if you find this video interesting, then don't forget to give a like to this video. And as you can see here in my hoodie, it's written brother. And being a brother, you need to subscribe to this brother's YouTube channel. And we hope we will meet in the new video. For then, stay safe, stay healthy.